George, who are you holding?
Baby
Yeah. What's your baby bro's name?
Silas,
Silas. What do you think of him?
'cause he's good. Door.
The library's closed. Technically met in 2004 in a class.
The professor asked us what the purpose of studying literature was, and we actually disagreed.
I thought that he was, kind of pedantic.
I said something first, then she disagreed with me.
Then we slowly got to know each other after that. He just kind of started showing up in my dorm room at random times and asking me if I wanted to go for a walk. And so we went to college at this really beautiful campus, and we would go for these long walks and usually talk about books and philosophy and politics sometimes. And then just kind of slowly through that process, we started liking each other more.
And then right before I was about to go study abroad, we kind of both just talked and decided that we liked each other more than just friends.
I think I technically was the first person who articulated how I was feeling, just because I tend to do that more than he does. But I think one funny memory to me, and it's special, was this one particular walk we went on. We were walking down a dirt road on our college campus and somehow got onto the topic of what we would want to name future children. And he said that definitely if he ever had a son, he would name him George. And I was like, George is a terrible name. We're never going to, I'll never name my kid George. But then about 10 years after that conversation, we had a son and named him George. So I think that's a fun memory for me.
So we've been married 10 years, and I still think you're the best and most interesting person I've ever met.
So we're teaching Pride and Prejudice right now in 10th grade, and that was my favorite book in high school, and I remember thinking oh, I hope one day I find my Mr. Darcy, and I feel like Mr. Beaucham fit that really well. I hated him at first and thought he was arrogant, and he also thought I was arrogant, and turns out that both of us were wrong about each other, and I'm glad that I had him.